Paths to the chosen ones, it is because of this secret why narcissists are programmed into our lives. This secret that even though I am sharing it with you, they do not know how to activate it, how to harness it. They do not know how to stop it spewing out of us. Many of us don't even know it exists. So they stop you from trying to be your true authentic self, because in your authenticity lies your power. In your authenticity, all these abilities and gifts, many of which are unknown to us, spills out over time, incrementally, as we regenerate. Because when you're in your authentic self, you are unstoppable. The narcissist enters your life to distort your frame of mind, distort your thinking, to scramble your brain with the manipulation, the gaslighting, keep you confused so you do not get to embrace your authentic self. Even though I'm sharing this secret with you, the Creator put in built-in protection within that secret so that not even you can give it away carelessly. Like when you feel like you're deeply in love and you wear your hearts on your sleeve or whatever they're saying. Not even you can harness that power so that you can give it away carelessly. Because these different elements to us lays dormant like sleeper cells and triggered and are activated as necessary. Like when we need to alchemize certain bullshit energy that come at us, we find the strength deep within that we did not know existed to be able to manage the challenges that comes at us. So if you are your true authentic self, you're unpredictable. And that is why the narcissist gets triggered when empaths, when chosen one, discard a narcissist because they don't see it coming. They think that because you're in a relationship with them, and because you're caring and empathic, and because you've given in to them over and over again, and they see that their manipulative tactics have worked consistently, time and time again, they feel like over the years that you stayed with them, that you have no way out. There's no way, with everything that they've done to hook you, that you will ever walk away. They feel like you're putty in their hands, right? Because they sit down and systematically map out their strategies, how to manipulate you, get you hooked, because you're so kind-hearted and so giving and so nurturing that they've used isolation and all the different tactics. And many empaths don't generally have a support system, loving, kind family to draw on or to rely on. So they feel like many empaths who are in relationship with narcissists, the narcissist figures in their warped brains, right? That you, the empath, will never leave the relationship. So they carry out their systematic acts of emotional abuses, getting you to be more reliant and dependent on them. And when they feel like they have to use triangulation to get you to be jealous of another person, but still accept that even though they may be with somebody else, you will still be tethered to them and you'll be desperate and come closer to them, giving them extra attention, extra validation, because they feel like you don't want them to go be shacked up with this other person over there. You want more attention, so you will tolerate them being putting you in a situation where you're jealous and knowing that there may be another party, but be comfortable with it. These are all tactics when they feel like they want to have you hooked and dangling on a thread that they use to further solidify their toxic, narcissistic selves into your lives. All of this, when they've run through the gambit of their manipulative tactics on an empath and breaking you down systematically, they feel like over time, as they keep knocking you down and knocking you down and knocking you down, there will be a point where you'll never get back up, this is what they've been building up for. All the abuses have been built up to get you to this point, because when you get to this point, they feel like the only thing that is left for you to do is to feel like, I don't want to live anymore. I don't want to call on the creator because the creator is not there for me, right? Why would I be alive? I don't know my purpose and all these things. These things are happening because of the abuses, the emotional and spiritual abuses and attacks coming from the narcissist. If you're with a narcissist, you're literally sleeping with your enemy. But it's not happening to you, empaths. It's happening through you, because these lessons are lessons that you must learn. If you realize that during the course of the relationship with the narcissist, you will realize that you can live their lives better than them. You can be them better than they can, because it's within you to be a good person. So you go into that relationship and you take the good parts of what you learn from the person, the narcissist, who doesn't know that if they came out of their own narcissistic mind, they could be good people, which is what we've seen, why we even gravitate to them, why we even give them any time to begin with, right? So those good bits that are locked within the narcissist that they don't know, that if they weren't so dark and nasty, actually lays there, is what we take from the narcissist when we discard them. Those are the good bits. We're supposed to learn to go through the fire. We're supposed to learn that when that harshness of life is coming at us, when people are coming at us, we need to stand firm and survive, because survive is what we're here to do. And when we have done going through that lesson, we're not supposed to linger in narcissistic relationships longer than we need to be, because we're only in it for the lesson. When we get to the lesson and get to the journey and we realize that, you know what, I'm much happier when I'm by myself than when I'm with this person. Why do I bother tolerate them? Like, yes, occasional sex, but the sex isn't all that anyways. And even if I get sex, maybe it's never enough. I've been with a narcissist for almost 10 years, and it's the least amount of sex I ever had in my entire life. But at the same time, sex is not important to me. I'm just saying it was so infrequent to the point where over the span of 10 years, I've had a relationship that lasted less than that, and I was more fulfilled and more pleased than in the sexual relationship that I had with a narcissist that lasted almost 10 years. So you think to yourself, okay, the sex, I can live without that. What else are they contributing to my life? When they're around, it's so much drama. When you've gotten to the point where you feel like, guess what? I'm much happier by myself. And the only thing that's stopping you is that maybe you don't have any friends or family, and the narcissist is your only support. that's the time you get. That's the time you have to start strategizing how to exit this relationship, because you've already given the narcissist so much information about you that they have sat down and created a roadmap into who you are. But this is the time when you know it's time for you to leave. So they feel like after they've done all that to you, there's no coming back for you. Like, that's it. You're hooked. You're hooked. That's what they feel. But with this little secret that Mama and Papa gave us, that's when we're just ready to get started, right? That's when we just ready to wake up. That's when the giant in us ready to wake up, ready to go to war like the warrior that we are, because they keep underestimating us. They keep thinking that because we have certain empathic traits that we're predictable. And that's the biggest mistake that they make. Keep thinking that we're predictable. Like, your authentic self is where your power lies. You have to be your authentic self. That is where your abilities lie. If you're not being your authentic self, you're not using your power, you're not using your gifts, you're not unlocking your gifts, you're not unlocking your abilities, you're not unlocking your true self, and you cannot find your real purpose if you're not living as your real self. You will live confused and miserably on a daily basis. This one secret that even the Creator has embedded in us, like the pin to a device, lays dormant within us. We have all the gifts and powers and abilities to heal, to grow, to regenerate, to do whatever we freaking want to do. And the only thing that you need in order to access it is to be your true authentic self. When you are your true authentic self, you love yourself more. You love life more. You love the Creator. You love the universe. You learn a lot more. You never stop learning. So, the gift that Mama and Papa gave us, and the gift why the narcissist comes into your life with the toxicity that they bring, is simply to try to stop you from knowing who you are authentically, from stopping you from becoming your true authentic self. True, authentic, you get the emphasis? Because if you live as your authentic self, you're unstoppable. They don't know how to harness that power within us. And the Creator did not give us the blueprint of how to do that for our own safety. So find your true authentic self and be the best you. Don't matter what anyone else thinks. Love you, be you, do you. That's where Empath's chosen one power lies, in our authenticity. If you found this message helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. I pray spiritual healing upon you. Thank you for watching. Namaste.